Dr. Sriskandarajah, Director of the Royal Commonwealth Society. At the moment, the RCS is conducting the Commonwealth conversation. Can you tell us what the conversation is and why it is important?
Well, the Commonwealth turns 60 this year, and we thought it would be a perfect opportunity to ask what the Commonwealth stands for in the 21st century. What will the next 60 years of the Commonwealth look like? But rather than ask a few experts in hotel rooms around the world, we thought we would ask everyone, as many of those 2 billion people who are interested in the Commonwealth. We want them to tell us in the Commonwealth conversation what they want from their Commonwealth.
And what are the key issues emerging as the conversation carries on at the moment?
Well, the first thing we found is that there is a lot of warmth out there for the Commonwealth. People generally like the Commonwealth. But if you scratch the surface, we're finding some worrying signs about a lack of awareness about what the Commonwealth is. Only a third of people in the 7 countries we did opinion polls in could identify anything that the Commonwealth actually does. We also found that there's a lot of interest in the Commonwealth once you start telling people about what the Commonwealth does. A lot of young people I've met through the last few months have said that on youth and education programs, that if the Commonwealth could engage with them and offer them opportunities to expand their horizons by, getting to know people all around the other bits of the Commonwealth, or visiting or going on exchange programs, they're the sorts of things that would really energise young people.
And so if education and exchanges are some of the things the Commonwealth is good at, what else is it best at and should be focusing on?
Well, I think that at the grassroots level, the Commonwealth is the perfect vehicle for connecting people. I mean, it's about connecting young people through initiatives, perhaps like the one that the British Council does in connecting classrooms. That sort of model of engaging people in a real way at one level. But on the other level, what the Commonwealth has done very well in previous decades has engaged at the highest level in political terms in being the moral authority on issues around democracy, good governance, human rights, and perhaps even on issues like climate change in the 21st century. I think the Commonwealth, if it's to thrive in the next 60 years, has to both connect with everyday people on the ground, but also play at the highest level of political engagement.
And finally, why are organisations like the RCS and the numerous other civil society bodies in the Commonwealth family important? And how do you think their role can be strengthened or developed in the future?
What's unique about the Commonwealth is that there is this vast hinterland of civil society organisations or NGOs devoted to the ideals of the Commonwealth. I mean, if you take the OECD or NATO, there aren't 60 or 70 civil society organisations dedicated to promoting those international organisations. So I think this is a unique aspect of the Commonwealth, but it's perhaps one that's underutilised. I mean, organisations like mine, the RCS, have to get better at actually reaching out to a wider range of people, of engaging particularly young people and giving them real opportunities to inspire them to think about the world and think about the Commonwealth.
Danny, thank you very much.